So this is my Sona 100th anniversary snare from 1975. It's a pretty heavy beast, and it tunes up incredibly well. You can really crank the tuning on this one. So it's good if you want to play something that's got a few chops. Some faster tempos can feel really nice. So I use this one quite a bit. It's just a lot of fun to play, and I'm really glad I kept it after all these years. I bought it in about 1985. And now it's a vintage, rather like me. Okay, let's do the next one. So this is the Pearl Sensitone steel. And there's a good story with this one. I was lucky enough to bump into Stephen Wilson at a King Crimson gig at the Palladium. And he remembered me from the Matt Berry show we did at the Albert Hall, and said that he'd been listening to the new Matt Berry album at the time, the television themes. And he said he just loved the snare sound, and how did we get the snare sound? And it's just, it's quite a budget snare, to be honest. I think this cost me about 80 quid. And SM57, it's just all bog standard. So having the world's most famous remixer ask me how I got a snare sound made me laugh, I must be honest. But I had it cranked a lot more than this for that album. It just goes to show you don't have to spend hundreds of pounds on the top of the range of anything. If you crank it a bit, put a good head on it, and just try to play it well, you can get some really good results. So that's the Pearl. So this is my touring snare, really. I use this all the time. It's just so versatile. You can tune it up or down. It's almost a piccolo, I suppose, but it's a drum workshop. I think it's a maple. Yep. I got it second hand for about 150 quid. And it's the wrong height now on the stand. Never mind. It's incredibly responsive. It's so nice to play. I've got a 40-strand snare on it at the moment because I'm doing some stuff with a few rolls and things. You can tune it up, and it cuts through anything. I think, what did I do? The Kill the Wolf album for Matt Berry. I used this snare for every track. And, what have we here? We got this Tama, which is half floor tom, half snare. And I did a Thomas Donker track, Wherever You Go, using this snare. snare's great for slow tempo, not so good for rolls. Ghost notes, maybe not. A good 12/8 song, you can't beat it. And sometimes I vary between. So I've got this small little drum workshop one. I saw Vinny play one of these at Ronnie Scott's when he was with Jeff Beck. And I immediately bought one, and I still don't sound like Vinny. So this Mapex, I've used this a lot on a new album I'm doing with Phil Scragg and Matt Berry, a new band that we're calling Milkbone, and I've used this an awful lot. It's a great snare. I really love this snare. It's got a great rim. I've used this on a lot of the Thomas Donker rim clicky things. It really cuts, and it tunes down really well. So it sounds almost as deep as this one when it's tuned down. It's got the fibre skin on it. My favourite snare head is the fibre skin. I sometimes experiment. I've got a hydraulic one on here. Evans are hydraulic. But the fibre skin is my go-to. Okay. And this beauty is a 68 Ludwig Acrylite. I've got a real calf skin head on this one. I used this on the Matt Berry album, The Small Hours, that we recorded at Rimshot Studios. And it sounded beautiful. I haven't played this one for a bit. Let's see how it's tuned. So many of these snares are all over my new Deep State project. I've tried to shake up the drum sound as much as possible for that. It's a very progressive sounding album, or a number of albums we've recorded here actually. Recorded everything using this Ludwig kit, my 68. I just love the sound of these toms and the kick drum. Feels so nice to play. So yeah, I've got loads of other toys to play with, but this is the basic. and the rototoms. Istanbul Mel Lewis ride cymbal. What a beauty. And the Istanbul Trash. I love this. And the Istanbul heavy 18-inch crash. These two sound great together. And I still use various things. I've still got my Ks that I use. Sound beautiful. And at the moment I've got my K Zildjian Hi-Hats, but many things I record with these U-Fips. I bought these off Billy Cobham, of all people, in about 1996. And I think he'd just changed his cymbal brand and had to get rid of them, so I think I got these for about 30 quid. They sound stunning. Bargain. Thank you, Billy. And the Ludwig kick drum. So from a samba to a straight